Hawks are back to receive. He fields it at the 2. And he's taken down after crossing the 20-yard line.
Come on!
Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. The Central Hawks start the drive with Grove. Nice looking gain, but I have a feeling this one's coming back.
Holding offense.
So there's the call. Offensive holding as they give up 10 yards. One running back look with 3 tight ends on the field. Knight hands it to Grove. And they'll take him down after a nice pickup. So let me just take a moment to say here, when you stand next to some of these young men as I have, they look ready size-wise for the next level. I mean, some of these kids are huge. Looking to pass on second down. Sends it to Grove in the flat. And he's out of bounds at the 14. The defense is ready on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Knight. And a close call there. Gets it off just in time, but they can't avoid a 4th down. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, the size of some of these kids. Just take a look at Kelvin Thrash, number 87, the Hawks tight end. He could suit up for a primetime college game tomorrow, no problem, and not get rolled around. And he moves the ball forward, but not a lot on this return. Lined up in the shotgun. Throwing to start the drive. Here's QB2. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. Busts through the contact. And he doesn't waste any time picking up the first. He opens that series with an excellent run. And it was only a matter of time, right? Reggie just told me the hashtag QB2 to the U is a thing. Gotta love social media. And let's be honest, you just know Miami's been selling this kid on the incredible tradition they have at the QB position. Moving right along on this drive, here's 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a solid pickup. 10 yards on the play, and a Tiger 1st down. Lined up in the backfield, there's Sammy Hawk. The Tigers will run it. And he's across the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play, and that makes it 2nd and 5. Here's QB2. Hawk gets the handoff. Great move, avoids the defender. Now he's brought down after moving the chains. 1st down. Just 1 yard away. Here's 1st and goal. Going with the run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Myers now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go.
Let's show how to play football. Let's go.
Following the touchdown, the Tigers are ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback as he elects to take a knee. The drive begins on the ground with Grove. And he's finally tackled after a solid run. A pickup of 10 yards, and that's good for a 1st down. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. As they get situated at the line, the third quarter comes to an end. We'll be back shortly with the final stanza of the Midwest Prep Showcase. So we resume action here in the fourth quarter. A first down play coming up. Shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Holds onto the ball as he takes a shot on that play. Wanting nothing more than a score, it's second and long. Out of the gun, they'll throw. And Knight goes down for the sack. And that's back-to-back takedowns. Can you imagine being one of those O-linemen right now, having to look their quarterback in the face after giving up back-to-back sacks? I almost feel badly for those dudes. Managed to avoid a fumble as he threw it, but it's incomplete, and now they're staring at a fourth down. With the Hawks lined up to punt and down big, I can't help but think of that stat I highlighted earlier. The one about Braxton Knight and how he hasn't faced a double-digit deficit since the middle of last season. Whoa, talk about jinxing a kid. This has been tough to watch. They start the drive with Hawk. Scoots forward to about the 35. A gain of 3 on the play, so it'll be second and 7. Hawk gets another carry. And he's taken down after a nice run. 11 yards on the play, and a first down for the Tigers. QB2 hands it off to Hawk, and he's down at the 46-yard line. After a solid pickup on that previous play, here's second down. He'll go deep for the end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Tigers! Oh, they are running up the score. Now they'll try to add one more. And the kick is good. Falling further behind on the scoreboard, they're lined up for the return. He fields it at the 5. And that's a solid effort on the return as the offense heads onto the field.
I don't care what you is. You know this?
Opening play of this drive for the Hawks. And they really need Braxton Knight to flip a switch and march this offense down the field for points. Knight takes the snap. He's on the move. And he comes up with a nice gain before he's taken down. Playing for nothing but pride at this point. Here's second down. Looking for a receiver. Fires the ball, and it's complete. And they're going to mark this at the 44-yard line. Ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Looking to pass on first down. Spots Thrash, completes the throw. And he'll be marked out at the 47-yard line. After a minimal pickup, it's second and 7. Looks to throw out of the shotgun. And it's incomplete, so we're looking at third down. second down. It's third down. Looking to throw. Here's Knight. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
That might be it right there.
So as the Hawks get ready to punt it away, they're facing... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you hate to see it. Braxton Knight is yelling at his offensive line, and it doesn't look like any kind of motivational speech I've ever seen. Someone better cool him down. Hawks lined up in the backfield. And they keep it on the ground to run off some clock. Pushing into the clear at the 40, 30, 20 to go. Touchdown! And that should seal the deal. Now to dot the I and cross the T. And the point after attempt is good. Still leading by a comfortable margin. Here comes the kick. Take it at the 7. And he stopped at the 27. Shotgun look. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. Throws into the flat for Grove. And this will be spotted at the 28. A pickup of 1 on the play. And now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Knight. Oh, hold on, he's running right. Wideouts on the field, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Third down from the gun. Right side of the field, it's complete. And he comes up with a first down.
Trying to go right.
Here's Knight to start the series. Be incomplete. It's Washington who knocked that away. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Drops back and he'll throw it again. Oh no, he coughs it up. And the Tigers take possession. They flip the field with some great playmaking. Play of this drive for the Tigers, and they've got to just be thrilled to begin this drive on the plus side of the field. A spectacular grab by Matthews, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! That's another score in his return. It's a legend in the making. Myers is on now for the PAT. It's up and it's going. After giving up the touchdown, the Hawks are back to receive. It's taken at the 4. And he's taken down at the 28. Lined up in the shotgun. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. Not able to throw it away. Gives up the sack. Now the Tigers call timeout. They've got 2 remaining as we make our way to the end of the Midwest Prep Showcase. On second down, he'll drop back. Looks to his right. It's complete. And he picks up a hefty chunk of yards before he's out of bounds. 18 yards that time. Good for a new set of downs. From the gun, looking to throw. And he makes the grab. They bring him down. The completion, good for 3, bringing up second down. Grabs the snap. The Hail Mary. And that will do it. The Tigers win the showcase. On behalf of everyone at EA Sports, I'm Kevin Connors, signing off.
This question is for both of you. What trait do you think will give you the edge at the next level?
I think my ability to quickly find the open receiver is what really sets me apart.
I mean, it must have been a little easier with me out there, right? When you snap the ball, you throw it to Tommy, rinse and repeat. But seriously, though, the past 2 years have really put things into perspective for me, and thanks to this guy, I'm just fortunate enough to have the opportunity to go to college and further my football career.
Wow, okay, gang. I think that puts us in a great place to go ahead and find out where these two are going. All right, gents, who wants to go first?
I want you to have the honors. It's the least I could do for all you've done for me.
All right.
Oh, wow, man. Wow, so the decision is made. Tell us, when it came down to it, what led to this choice?
Well, there's been a lot of elite talent that have walked those halls, and I'd love to add my name to that storied list. Plus, the opportunity to play for a legend like Coach Miller is too much of a draw. And he's a guy that's had a ton of success with the school, and nothing else. I think there's a lot I can learn from him.
All right. All right, Tommy. What you got for us?
Let's see, who's it gonna be?
Whoa, Tommy, same question.
Well, isn't it obvious? I mean, Batman needs his Robin, and I can't break up this dynamic duo. But in this case, I'm Batman and you're Robin. I never said I wouldn't try to win back my whole position back.
More details rolling in, everybody. On today's crazy news, Coach Miller is stepping down from his illustrious college coaching career, and in his place, the school is promoting hotshot defensive coordinator Red O'Brien. Now, Coach O'Brien has been all the rage for quite some time, sitting at the top of a ton of schools' shortlists for head coaching gigs, but it sure looks like he's just going to stay put and take over the entire program. But what I really want to know is what it's going to mean for everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you mean? We've done everything that you asked of us.
How many of those do you guys have? Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB. It's a defense-first team now. So I don't need your heartbreak kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. Understand?
But you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the heartbreak kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college and winning a lot more at ease. So I'm gonna rotate you guys. I'm gonna stick with the hot hand until I see what I can get out of one of you. And you'll start the first half. If you do well enough, you'll stay in. If not, we'll see what Tommy's got.
Coach, you can't be serious.
You two are competitors, right? Well, that's how you're gonna have to approach this, as a competition. Now go on, get out of here.
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this very warm Saturday afternoon, and fans have made the early season pilgrimage to AT&T Stadium to support these college football playoff hopefuls. And we've got a Sunshine State battle in the Lone Star State as it's the Miami Hurricanes taking on the Florida Gators in the EA Sports Kickoff Classic. College football is back here on EA Sports. The new season underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Gators now with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's White. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's White to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now Ellington lost the football. It's out, and the defense has come up with it. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like because, you know, Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, that at times he reminds them of a running back.
Yeah, and they don't want to say it very loudly and take all the motivation away from this young man, but if they had to move him to running back full time, they'd be very confident that he'd be a good one.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Can this defense hold him out? And he will take this in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Hurricanes have taken the early lead. And, Charles, maybe that's when they had dialed up, hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, boom, boom all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way.
Jennings lost the football. It's going the other way.
Marcus Jennings, the ball carrier.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll look to throw here. They'll buy some time right. Right side catch, Gilmore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL offenses, while they're continuing to embrace what the colleges are giving them more and more, they're still not playing as fast as a general rule. You know, most college offenses will run about 15 plays per game more than NFL offenses will. They'll take a few more chances in what they're doing, maybe try and isolate their star player a little bit better. Yeah, there's still some differences in what we're seeing, but for me, speed and pace of play for college offenses still ahead of what we see in the NFL.
And he will take this in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. From the 6. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14. Gators nothing.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Ellington. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier. Brought down at the 23-yard line.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Third and 11.
Out of the gun, it's White. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. Excellent move by Langford. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll try and throw for it here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Ralph Santiago, 57 yards. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. What a special moment for him. The first passing touchdown of his college career, and certainly a moment that he will never forget.
And it always helps to get that first one out of the way, doesn't it? I know right now that he just wants to go and jump to the top of the stadium and throw his hands up and exult a little bit. But he's had a chance to prove that he can do it now. He got it done. It's been a long time in the making. Now he's just got to harness that emotion and continue to play.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. Or an end of it. Now White lost the football. And they can't corral him.
Quarterback is sacked.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to...
Now White lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. He's going to fire one deep, middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
35-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. In trouble, and he's taken down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Eddie Jackson, 42 yards. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A final shot before break. White. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. With that, we reach halftime here in Arlington in the season opener of college football. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out right at the 35. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now he's going to throw, and that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 25 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, Ellington. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Over the middle, complete. That's Perkins.
White's pass, complete to...
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now White lost the football, and this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, and now some space to operate. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his 1st ever start, now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He'll get this one to Galladay. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Boy, how good has this defense been, seemingly all game long.
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's now 4th down.
Florida's punter is out there now as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. sliding out of the pocket. Launching one for Henderson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 73 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And that's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to it, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Hurricanes 56, Gators nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football.
Recovered by the Hurricanes.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot.
Hey, baby, this ain't good.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking.
And he will take this in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from a yard out. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Operating from the gun, White. Now White lost the football, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now it's Ellington to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw, White. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This is Ellington. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10. At their own 28.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And he will take this in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 71 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. That was a pretty impressive touchdown play. Those broken tackles, those weren't easy to get by.
No, they really weren't. And they've had trouble tackling throughout this ball game. But on this particular play, how about that move? Or I should say moves with an S. Because I don't care if you're a great tackler, you had trouble getting him on the ground on that play.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
The Gators take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Kent Ellington, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
To throw is White on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards.
At their own 34-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but Very little reason to use him at this point. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd
on 3rd down. It's Woods, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Benny Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback, and that certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the postgame press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, he certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we had from talking with Coach during the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's throwing 5 touchdown passes, now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews and kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do. I know what we talked about. But he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. From 19 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And it's up and good.
The score, Hurricanes 91, Gators 3.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves. But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Takes it at the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Do it! Do it!
So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The Hurricanes looking like they're going to go for 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though. Now a hit and a loose football. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive Defensive touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to an